Hey everyone, it's been a long time since my last YouTube video, but I wanted to come on here and show my process of putting everything away from my last craft show back in May. And here I am in July cleaning it up. And I wanted to tell the story of what happened leading up to my craft show and how the day went. Just to be honest about the fact that I haven't been making things for the past 3 months, and I feel like there's a lot of reasons for that. It's not just the show, but I wanted to tell my story so that you guys would know why I haven't been posting on my social media recently. So here goes. So the morning of my craft show back in May, I had gone the night before to set up my tables, which was great, highly recommend, because the next morning I was very tired and did not want to get out of bed, and I had a bit of a cushion of time, so I was going to be okay. I was going to get there in time to set up everything I needed to set up. But the more I kind of dilly-dallied or pushed back the time I was gonna leave, the less time I had ahead of time of the start time for the show. But I was going to be okay as long as I got out of there quick, left home quickly. But then I could not find the key to my lockbox with my petty cash, so that was not a good turn of events because now all of a sudden I was running late instead of just trailing behind. And then I ran to Walmart and got a crowbar. I got a set of pry bars and pried open the lockbox so I could leave and get there. And I got there at 9:45 and got into the building with all my stuff in bins, all my displays, and set up just in time to start the show. And this was in a mall, so it wasn't super crowded yet, but I was really nervous about getting there on time. I got there okay, except for one of my displays. 2 of the prongs broke off, and that's a bummer because I have so many earrings. Because the other thing that was happening is I was anxious about whether or not there'd be enough earrings, or more like that there'd be enough for people to choose from. I was like, what if they don't like the color orange? I have to make the same design in every color variety just in case. And I think that's where it got me, where I was making 40 earrings that week. Well, I'd say 40 pairs of earrings. So still, that's a lot of them. But as it turns out, I did not need that many earrings. So with all the stress of the morning and with how much effort I'd put into making things, the low traffic and lack of interest in my items really kind of bummed me out. And I still had a good time, but I did not even come close to making back my fee. I may have come close. I did not come as close as normal to hit it, to at least making back my fee. I definitely did not make back transportation, my gas money at all. And I think that's why I've been avoiding my craft room as much as possible, and just I haven't been posting much on my Mixpedia by Kayla Instagram, and I've been really discouraged I mean, I still love my stuff. I love what I make. I just don't. I like knowing that there's an audience for it, and at this show there just wasn't. I feel some people did buy my things. I won't say that no one did, because that's not true. It's just that it wasn't quite the turnout I'd hoped for. And that's okay. I mean, I can live and learn. I just needed some time away to basically let this room be a bit of a mess, and then come back to it in July and be like, hey, what am I doing? I need to make things. I mean, I've also had like a sore wrist, probably from making so many earrings in 1 week. That seems to be, that's my guess as to how I got hurt. So I need to pace myself next time. Honestly, you'll see when I show like an overview of my earrings. I have so many spring earrings that I probably won't even need to make any until like next year. Maybe the year after. Because I just made so many, and then they didn't sell very well. So that's that. And I know I should take into consideration that it's unpredictable, right? Going to a show, you don't actually know who's gonna be there, who's gonna like your stuff, who has the money to buy, who wants to buy at a mall. Like, there's lots of stores. It's just, a different environment everywhere you go. So, I think maybe it just wasn't the target audience for my items. I tend to target more of a like Y2K kind of nostalgic feeling. I think with the beads I choose and stuff for my earrings specifically, and then of course duct tape wallets, duct tape flower pens, those are all very nostalgic for a lot of people in like their mid-20s. So if that demographic is not at the show, then my stuff may not appeal to the wider audience. I've done a lot of thinking about that as well. But most of all, I needed to realize that making my jewelry and such is not the only thing I want to do with my time. I have decided to try musical theater, finally. I've always wanted to, but I was a figure skater growing up, and that kind of took precedence over everything outside of school. So I never really got to, but now I can try community theater and give it my best shot and learn how to be on stage, and I think it can be fun. So I still plan to come back to creating, and my room's not close to done really. I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm glad I recorded this because it kind of held me accountable, and it was kind of fun to set up the different angles. I didn't realize it was going to be so fun. I'm not really sure what the future holds for Mixed Media by Kayla. I kind of just want to let myself feel better in my own time, and then I'll get back into shows. But in the meantime, I'm cleaning my room. If you like any of the earrings I'm showing here, feel free to check them out on my Etsy, Mixed Media by Kayla. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.